to me, the biggest impact AI is going to have is in the medical field. And I don't think people understand that. The greatest line I ever heard about what AI is going to do for the medical field is everybody in their lifetime, unfortunately, knows or has heard the story where it's like, you know what? They just couldn't figure out what it was. They just, no matter what it was, the doctors could not figure out what was wrong with grandma, grandpa, whatever, or your aunt or uncle or something. That will never happen again in 2-3 years because of the amount of data that's coming through and piping and, basically portaling into all types of past medical case studies. These things are going to be able to identify things, not just like over time, almost immediately. And you got to start thinking about wearable devices for doctors and nurses where think of the meta glasses or the pen of the meta glasses with the lenses there. Or I've heard that AirPods are now going to have cameras on the side and they're going to look in, they'll look at the patient. And through your ear, they're going to say, turn the patient to the right, turn the patient to the left, taking pictures over and over and going through all of their data saying that's a bed wound, or a bed sore. You're going to have to do this, put this.
I think like a week ago, another study came on and Andrej Karpathy also commented on it. I don't remember what he said necessarily, but there was a study a few years ago where an AI was able to deduce, I believe in radiology, whether somebody had, a malignant tumor, for example. I think it was towards that. And they and at that point, and this was early 2000s, they predicted that AIs would take over their jobs. Now, the average radiologist in the US makes about $500,000 a year. That job hasn't gone away, and salaries have only increased. So the question I have here is, yes, we're going to have. Do you see them being assisted by? Do you see people still operating in the medical field in 5 years from now and being assisted, or do you think AI is going to be taking over that complete diagnosis, knowing that we currently are dealing with a lot of hallucinations? And in medical, well, let me say this. AI is good at a lot of things, but at the fringes, it falls apart. So how do you see them? How do you see it help? Is it going to take over or actually just be an assistant, essentially?
So that's almost like a two-part answer. Number one, America right now, the largest employer in America is healthcare. That's disturbing, but it's true. I believe I forget the number, but healthcare, I do believe, is the number one employer in our country. There is a massive human capital crunch. There's not enough nurses. There's not enough doctors and so forth. And the doctors that do come through, right? Yeah. So I think it's going to offset that horrible, issue where in America, sometimes you get a doctor's appointment, it's a pain in the back. And now we do think we have some of the best doctors in the world, but to get to them, it really takes a while. So I think you're going to have these things that are going to be assistants and they are going to help out. So it's going to offset that need of we don't have enough nurses or doctors. So I do think it's going to help with the diagnosis. And I do remember hearing that story that you were talking about. They found a speck on a person is what it was, AI. And AI identified saying that is going to be problem. Sure, heck, it was. Radiologists are some of the smartest people out there. They really are. They're brilliant people when you talk to them. But I think what's going to happen, it won't take a real long time to look at a film. It's going to take seconds to look at a film, and then they're going to, again, approve it or deny it based upon what AI did. So I think when you start factoring all of that in, I think the impact it's going to have is huge. I think it's going to be a Copilot. I think they're going to have glasses. They're going to have the thing around them. But at the end of the day, you and I know this isn't Star Wars. And when I'm really sick, as much as I want to hear the AI data, I want that doctor to come in and I want him to sit down with me and say, I got all the data. This is what I would do next. Okay, I'm going to follow your plan. And I think that is where it's going to be. And the last thing I'll say, and I forget who it was, one of the Google people said it was Tactile. They're like, think of things with Tactile with your hands in medical. Nurses, certain types of surgeons, certain types of things. AI doesn't have that. So even like when you look at my wife's job for nursing, like there's certain things they have to do with their hands. We're not there with AI. We are a far way away from changing bed wounds and wounds and wound packs and all that. You need a human to jump in and do that. So bit of a long story there, but the number one impact will be medical. I think it's going to assist them, and I think it's really going to take healthcare, I'm hoping worldwide, all the way up to the point where when somebody's sick, they can feel good that they're going to be able to get treated in a really efficient manner.
I'm going to ask you for one last opinion on the work field and AI's impact. Medical versus transportation. On medical side, what I'm hearing is, and what I'm seeing everywhere, also in the Netherlands, it's the medical field is just swamped. There's not enough people wanting to do the jobs. They're underpaid. It's too stressful. We need, whether it's robots, AI, things that make things go faster, whether it's a chatbot that does customer support, right? Or whether it's an AI that analyzes whether the tumor is malignant or not, for example. We need it in every layer. And hopefully, even in caretaking, essentially, it's going to happen. Then we have transportation, where if we look at the evolvement, the evolution there of AI, we're now fearing that millions of people are going to be, displaced out of their jobs, essentially. Medical, we want AI, we need it because we don't have enough people. Transportation, no, keep it away. How do you think how do you think we should handle these types of situations?
Well, I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, by the time you have kids, and my daughter's 23, my son's 19, the other one's 15, I'm like, your kids aren't going to drive. You may, it's the same thing as, oh, well, if you were told to 150 years ago, somebody riding a horse and buggy, you're not going to have a horse out front of your house anymore. You're like, what do you mean? Like, so you're going to get used to not driving. I do think the autonomous vehicles are going to take over. I do think it's just going to be a faster, more efficient way to get somewhere. Like you said, if you can reduce car accidents by 1%, think of the amount of people you've just saved. So I think that's going to take place. So I'm trying to get to your answer there. Like, which one's more important? Do you think is that what it is, transportation or medical? Or I'm always going to say medical. I mean, anyone would.